Afternoon everybody, hope you're all well. Just thought I'd come on and do a market update for you because there have been some changes to the market in the last couple of months, 3 months or so, and I'm getting questions all of the time. Are prices dropping? Is the market changing? So I thought I'd come on and let you know what I think. So effectively, the market hasn't changed. There's still lots and lots of buyers, not so many sellers. But the difference of what's changed, I've got this graph behind me which hopefully you can see. So this is January here, this year. This is April this year. And this line here is the line that tracked price growth from January to April. Now prices were rising very, very sharply during that period still. But what I think happened in April is that line got far more shallow. So prices are still increasing definitely, and the market is strong. But that change coincided with interest rates going up and inflation and everything else, which obviously has an impact on the market. The impact it has on the market, so for example, at this point in January, with an interest rate of say 1%, maybe you could comfortably borrow 250k and buy a 300 grand house. But as rates increase, people's buying power changes because obviously the more the rate goes up, the more expensive the monthly payment is, and that has changed people's buying power. So perhaps if you were buying, as I've said here, borrowing 250, maybe now, obviously that's April and getting to where we are today, July, maybe that's more comfortably you're going to borrow 220, 210, something like that. This blue line here, basically what you might have seen, because I know a lot of our clients look at Rightmove all of the time, there's been quite a lot of price reductions since April. Now the reason that is, I think, because a lot of vendors are still pricing on this line and agents, and they've just missed this ever so subtle change in the market, which means it looks like there's more stock for sale, which there is, but it's only because this line is being followed in terms of how people are pricing their homes for sale instead of following that line. Overall, I think we're going to continue on this tracking this line for the next couple of years. Overall, I think the market's very, very strong. I've had numerous conversations with various different people in the last few weeks, which leads me to believe that we're definitely going to retain a strong market in the UK. There's obviously economic challenges to come, but an interesting stat which I heard, which I wasn't aware of, is the number of people taking out 5-year fixed rate mortgage products has increased massively. The reason for that is the 5-year fixed rates are the cheapest at the moment, but that shows to me that the banks are predicting that's kind of where interest rates are likely to be much more in that period. So they're enticing people to take out a 5-year rather than a 2-year, a 1-year, or say a 3-year fixed rate, because that's more expensive. I think the other reason why these 5-year products look more attractive is it's kind of protecting the market, because if you've got lots of people with 5-year fixed rates and they're all doing it at various different times, what that's actually going to do is slow the rate of property to come for sale, because arguably if you've signed a 5-year fixed rate to try and sell in year 3 or year 4 or year 2 even, you've got a big redemption penalty, so it's making it less attractive for people to go to market. The benefit of that, I think, is it's going to stop a dump of stock property to market, which overall will hopefully impact the supply continuing as it kind of is. The demand will stay strong because the number of homes coming to market year on year will stay at a pretty constant level. So yeah, that's my thoughts on the market. Hope that's been interesting to you. Any questions, drop them in the box below and I'll answer as best as I can. But that's my thoughts on what's happened in the market over the last sort of 3 or 4 months.